How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and hey, don't forget, if you do like what you see, throw me some of those. Only takes you a second and it helps the channel a lot, and it makes YouTube be nicer to me. So what we have got for you today is an F-14 Tomcat, one of my favourites, of course. It is from Hobbymaster. Now, this particular one is an F-14B Tomcat, as you can see here. It is from the US Navy's VF-74 Bedevilers, and their last cruise being in 1992. A VF-74 would return back to the US in 1993. Now, they would take up an aggressor role, working with both the US Naval and Air Force squadrons. Now, VF-74's aircraft were painted in a Su-27 camouflage style, and they did prove to be an extremely effective opponent in the aggressor role. Sadly, though, in 1994, after 50 years of service, VF-74 was disestablished. But this does look pretty cool, but it is no good in the box, is it? So let us let this cat out of the bag and check it out. Alright, here it is. This is brand spanking new. Damn it, there is all tape around the side which we'll need to cut off. I can see straight away they have had some budget cuts, because that is the base for your stand. Normally they do look like that. They used to have a template on there that has F-14 Tomcat, but this one does not. And I didn't get any instructions with this one, so these are the instructions that you used to get. So there may be a couple of little budget cuts, but of course, just remember though, if you ever get a model that doesn't have instructions, go on to Hobbymaster's website, and they do have all the instructions there for you to check out. So you can get the instructions off there. I'll cut this tape off. I won't bore you with that. We'll come back with this open. Already, with some blade work that would make any samurai instructor happy, I have cut the tape off. This is the stand 2 that you will be displaying your aircraft on. That is the assembled stand. Let us get this open. Oh yeah. Cue music now. Oh. And it, of course, does provide you with some tissues, because we are definitely going to need these after having a look at this. Oh wow. It does have some ordnance that we do need to affix to the model as well, as per usual. It does have those in a few different little baggies, some tanks here as well. Oh, and some nice little bombs as well. We always do like some guided bombs. And they are the gear bay door covers, and of course it's got a little packet to the side that does contain the extended landing gear options and a couple of pretty cool looking pilots. But we want to check out the aircraft, don't we? Well, I definitely do. Now this should come out super easy, because it is in the beautiful foam packaging. We've got to be careful with that front nose that we do not bend or ruin that. Throw this away so we can check out this beast. Oh yeah, I am glad there is tissues provided with this. This absolutely looks insane. Now, we should be able to open that. That does have a nice amount of detail in there, as per usual. Oh, these are very, very good. Man, I am really, I do love a Tomcat, so you'll have to bear with me if I do have some momentary lapses while I'm absorbing this aircraft into my face. Yep, this is really cool. It does seem to have some armor already on there, so that does save a little bit of a hassle. Man, that looks awesome. That camo looks fantastic. Some beautiful panel lines. Yeah, this looks great. The usual deal from Hobbymaster. Although these don't have the little extra added bonus details, sort of as you do get with your caliber wings, and like with the opening air brakes there and everything like that, these are still pretty solid representations. And oh yeah, it is a little, as you can hear. But are we going to be sitting around doing this all day? No, we're not. We will for the video, but I don't think most of us will be playing around with our wings all day on our Tomcats. I think most of us will be just eyeballing this really, and just thinking how cool this does look. Yeah, very nice. It's got some beautiful details underneath. Now I'm pretty sure these hooks do not come off. It does not want to lift, and I'm not going to break it for you viewers because this does look too good. Yep, definitely fantastic. But it can look better, can't it? So what we'll do is we'll get this out and we will come right back. Alright, here we have this beautiful Tomcat set up for in-flight. The usual deal, 1, 2, and 3 gear bay doors, whack them in. You put your fuel tanks in very nicely, very easy. And as noted, it did have these pylons on already, which is good because sometimes they can, and certain manufacturers, these can be a pain to put on and do drop off sometimes. So you don't have to worry about that with the Hobbymaster one. Now, I did put the Sparrow in the back area there, and I did put the 2 ground ordnance options that you do with those laser-guided bombs, well, the smart bombs. So you do get the 2 different options. Obviously, on a real loadout, it's not going to have one of each. You'll have a pair of each for your own loadout, but I did want to put both of them on there so you can actually see what they look like affixed to the aircraft. You can't... if you look really, really hard, it is really hard to see in there. There is a little bit of turbofan sort of detail in there for those of you that want to know that. The only other thing that is not wrong with this, but I suppose may annoy some people, is the fact that you don't get Phoenix missiles with it. But obviously this particular aircraft was not kitted out with Phoenix missiles. But I think for a Tomcat in this kind of camouflage scheme, the Aggressor role, this is such a beautiful model. I am definitely glad I did get it. And of course, if you want to put it on the stand, let us do that. So you've got your stand hole right there. So you do stick these parts in the exhaust nozzles, and then you can put that, you just slip it straight in. It does sort of clear the ordnance, so you should be able to get away with that. And we will put our beautiful Tomcat on the stand. Pray that it stays on there. And that is that. How absolutely insanely good does that look? And you can, if you want to option it for the wings to be open, they sort of look like the stabilizers here do sort of look like they might have a little bit of movement in it, but mine are very stiff, so I don't want to play with that too much and risk damaging this beautiful aircraft. Now, of course, though, we'll quickly chuck some landing gear in this because it's only those 3 little modules, and then we'll wind up the video for you. All right, we'll go off and do that right now. All right, I'm not sure if I've ever showed it to you. I'll just show you quickly the ease of putting this in gear down. Absolutely insanely easy. Bang, done. That is really good. I love the module system that Hobbymaster does do for their landing gear for the gear down options because it is brilliant. The wheels themselves do... Oh, that one's turning, so let's check that one. That one, very resistant. Like you can sort of turn it, whether it's the tyre turning on the landing gear itself. I don't go around rolling mine anyway. This one rolls pretty easy, so the nose definitely does. But yeah, I'm not a big aircraft roller, so I reckon this does look absolutely freaking awesome. If I have not said that enough, we will put it on the deck, pop that canopy open, and that is your awesome sauce F-14B Tomcat in the Adversary role from a VF-74. Now, it does come with your little generic pilots. If you do like your pilots, it's the pretty standard. Your pilot and Rio. Alright, I'll wind this video up by taking some photos of this awesome aircraft and throwing them at the end if you want to check out some detailed photos. And I reckon you will want to because this does present really well. And I am definitely very, 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 very happy with it. Definitely. Looks tough as nails. Beautiful. Alrighty, once again, if you do like what you see today, don't forget a few of those my way. And if you also want to drop something in the comments, feel free to drop them below and tell me how you feel about what you saw today. All right, everyone, I'll wind up by saying thank you very much for dropping past and checking out another one of our videos. I hope you enjoyed it, and you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.